Shalom everyone, Chodesh Tov U'Mvarach. This month we are entering the month of Tammuz. This is actually the fourth month in the Hebrew calendar if we count the calendar from Nisan. And it's interesting, the first 3 months of the year, if we start from Nisan, Iyar and Sivan are the months represented by the forefathers, Avot, Abraham, Yitzhak and Yaakov. And these 2 months are less favorable months for Israel. These months are represented very much from Esav Harasha. And it's very interesting. This is the months of Tammuz and Av. And in these months, it's not got the best connotation to it. And this is very much represented on the 17th of Tammuz, which happens to be one of the 6 fast days each year where we don't eat and we fast. It is on the 17th of Tammuz, and the reason why it is a fast day was because it commemorates the day where the Romans, they breached the walls of Jerusalem and they got ready to try and break the Beit HaMikdash, to destroy it in the Second Temple era. And many other bad things occurred on the 17th of Tammuz, so that is why we do fast on that day. Also, the end of Tammuz, the last 2 weeks, starts the 3-week mourning period between the 17th of Tammuz and the 9th of Av, Tisha B'Av respectively. And these are 3 very sad weeks, so hence why it is seen as many as a very sad month, very much represented, seeing that it is 2 of the months of Esav, which he represents, which the sages say. However, on a better note, so many things do occur during the month of Tammuz. No less than on the 3rd of Tammuz itself, we learn in the book of Nevi'im, in the book of Joshua. In Sefer Joshua we learn that he was going into war when they were coming in to conquer the land of Israel. And as they were going into a very, very troubled war, he was able to pray to God and stop the sun from rising one day, and in that way he was able to give a deadly blow to the enemies and to defeat them miraculously, and that helped them in conquering the land and the entrance to the land of Israel. Also, the 1st of Tammuz, believe it or not, is actually the date when Yosef HaTzadik, Joseph, one of the 12 tribes, was born. And 110 years later, after he was the viceroy of Egypt, he would pass away on this exact day of the 1st of Tammuz. So that's seen as a favorable day. And who was Joseph, Yosef? He was one of the 12 tribes, born obviously to Jacob, Yaakov Avinu. And he was the favored son. He was one that Yaakov liked the most, let's just say, especially the Gemara Talmud relates. And interesting thing about Jacob, when Yaakov was passing away, he gave a blessing to Yosef that 2 of his sons will make up 2 of the 12 tribes later on after his passing. And that's very much seen as Efraim and Menasha, the 2 boys of Yosef, will end up becoming separate tribes, which was a massive zchut, a massive honor for these 2 incredible righteous tzaddikim at that time. So why Efraim and Menasha became 2 tribes? What other zchut did they have? So they actually were 2 siblings that got on phenomenally, very harmoniously. And that was like a breath of fresh air from the lineage, the chronicles that had occurred before then. We know the 2 sons of Adam, Harishon, Cain and Hevel, they had quarrels and fights. We know Abraham's 2 children, Yitzhak and Ishmael respectively, they didn't get on at all. We know that Yaakov and Esav respectively, there was a lot of rivalry, as we see in Parashat Toldot, where Esav really hated Yaakov, that he had taken the blessings from Yitzhak. And also Joseph himself, he was in a quarrel, let's just say, with the 11 other brothers. 10 of the 11 other brothers he had, and they sold him into slavery and threw him inside a pit. So Efraim and Menasha, the brotherly relationship, the sibling relationship of love and harmonious, that didn't get unrewarded, and they were rewarded with a double portion because it's like a breakage in these chronicles of rift, let's just say. This is a pasuk that King David composed in Tehillim, which in English means where harmonious it is, where brothers get along and can sit together peacefully. And this is what Efraim and Menasha very much represented. And they very much embodied this sibling partnership, where partnership is amazing and unity is absolutely incredible. And we actually see that this is a month, as I stated before, where there was the Romans that came in to break the walls of the Bet HaMikdash. And one of the reasons why the second temple was destroyed was because of the sin, the Averah, or Sinat Chinam, baseless hatred. And there was a lot in the second temple area where people were phenomenal Torah scholars. They knew the whole of the Torah, but they didn't get along with each other. That was a problem with it. And hence, that was one of the main reasons why the second temple was destroyed. And something that can connect to this, let's just say, go against this, is this harmonious relationships which you can have each other. Just like with Efraim and Menasha. And it's no coincidence that on the Shabbat table, on Friday night, it's a minhag, the custom for the father to give a blessing to the children of Kismach Elohim Efraim and Menasha. May you be like the brothers Efraim and Menasha, be like them. And that's no coincidence where we try in a month like this where there's so much rivalry to come and make special bonds with each other, to try and build bridges with each other, because this is a month to do it, because to erode all those other Averot we did in the past, where we didn't get along with each other. And we see even in modern day, when political parties are much more united together, when businesses, the people are doing common relationships together and working together, there's much more phenomenal, better results we see in general. And may I dedicate you this Dvar Torah to the Refuah Shlema of Yosef ben Edna. May he make a full recovery from all health problems he has. And I want to wish you all a fantastic Rosh Chodesh Tammuz and a phenomenal month. And have a fantastic day also. Thanks. Bye.